Hello beautiful creatives! In this video, we are going to crochet a forest fairy dress made from 2 large granny squares. What's great about this dress is that you can use any number of colors to create interesting patterns, or use a different color on either side to make a super funky dress. My name is Candice, and welcome to my channel, Forest Feather Fashion. Let's get started. We are going to need as many colors of yarn as you'd like. I've opted for 2, a crochet hook, stitch markers, a yarn needle, a pair of scissors, and a cup of tea. The yarn I'm using is a lightweight cotton blend with a 3.5mm hook. I've ended up using 4 skeins for each granny square, so that's about 800 grams of yarn. To begin, we'll make a slip knot. Wrap the yarn around your index and middle finger twice, making an X. Push this under the first loop, insert your hook, and pull tight. Chain 4. Insert your hook into the first chain stitch and make a slip stitch. Chain 3, yarn over and insert 2 double crochets into the center space. Chain 3, yarn over and insert 3 double crochets into the center space. Chain 3, this will be the next corner, and place 3 double crochets into the center. Repeat this one last time. Chain 3 and make a slip stitch in the 3rd stitch of the beginning chain. Insert your hook into the next stitch and make a slip stitch. Insert your hook into the corner space and make another slip stitch. Chain 3, yarn over and place 2 double crochets into the same corner space. Chain 3 and place 3 double crochets into the same corner. And now you should have one corner. Place 3 double crochets directly into the next corner space, chain 3 and another 3 into the same space. When you finish this round, make a slip stitch in the 3rd stitch of the beginning chain 3. Place a slip stitch in the next stitch and a slip stitch in the corner space. Chain 3. Make 2 double crochets in the same corner. Chain 3 and another 3 double crochets into each corner space. Finish off with a slip stitch in the third stitch of the beginning chain 3. Slip stitch in the next stitch and into the corner space. Continue this pattern all the way around. Seeing as you need to make 2 of these large granny squares, take a moment to sit back, drink a cup of tea, and enjoy the creative process. Sometimes we get so busy in our daily lives that we forget to appreciate these small things. The repetitive action of crochet is actually a form of meditation. So putting time and intent into your dress could only make it more beautiful. So now I have finished a full skein of the dark green yarn. This made 21 rows, about 12.5 inches wide. Now it's time to add the lighter color, so I am tying off the dark green yarn. I'm rotating my work to insert the new color into a different corner space. Pull the new color through the corner space and tie a knot. Insert your hook and pull the yarn to the front. Chain 3. This counts as your first double crochet. Yarn over and insert 2 double crochets into the space. Chain 3 and insert 3 double crochets into the same corner. Continue this granny square pattern all the way around. I will be continuing rounds until I've finished this skein. You can of course add as many colors as you would like. The beauty about being a creative person is that you can adapt a pattern to your own style and color scheme. Don't be afraid to adapt a pattern. You might just unlock your true creative self and come up with something truly unique. This last skein got me 9 rows at about 2.5 inches wide. I'm finishing this color off by tying a knot. Rotate your work to a different corner to add a new color. This skein gave me 6 rows at about 1.8 inches wide. Then I added my last skein of the lighter green color and made a final 3 rows about 1 inch wide. My square is 31.8 inches from corner to corner. Once you've completed both your squares, it's time to start positioning and turning it into a dress. First, we'll do a length test to see if the front and back are long enough. If not, add a few more rows. I'm happy with the length of my dress, so now I'll move on to measuring the V-neck length. From the corner to where you'd like your V-neck to end, take this measurement, keeping in mind that crochet will stretch a bit. I've decided on 5.5 inches. Lay down both squares, measure it out, grab a stitch marker, and place this at the length you've chosen. Place one square on top of the other, right sides facing each other, and count how many stitches there are from the corner to the stitch marker. Do the same on the other square and place your stitch marker in both stitches. We will be joining the front of the dress using the slip stitch on back method. Remove the stitch marker and insert your hook into the back loops of both squares. These will be the two outermost loops. Pull the yarn through and make a knot. Insert your hook again and pull the yarn to the front. Insert your hook into the next stitch through the back loops only. Pull up a loop and pull through all the remaining loops. Continue making slip stitches to join the front of the dress. I will meet you when you get to the corner. You will join until the second corner stitch. Here you can tie your work off. To determine the length of the back edge, put the dress in place on your front and pull the sides around. Here you can decide how low you would like the back to go. Grab a stitch marker and place this where you'd like to join. To join the back, I'm using the same method as I did to join the front. You can, of course, use any method that you prefer. Now that the front and back are joined, we can make the straps. Start from the mid back. Insert your hook into the middle of the join and pull the yarn through. Make a secure knot. We will be making single crochets along the top edge of the dress. Insert your hook, pull the yarn to the front and chain one. Make a single crochet in every stitch until you reach the corner space in the front of the dress. Make a single crochet in the last stitch before the corner. Make another single crochet in the corner space, and then begin making a chain as long as you would like your straps to be. The number of stitches will of course vary depending on the thickness of the yarn that you are using. I've made mine fairly long, at about 30 inches in length. When your strap is long enough, make a single crochet in the second stitch from your hook. I'm inserting my single crochet stitches into the back loop of the chain. It does end up looking a little neater this way. Make a single crochet in every stitch back along the length of the strap. When you reach the corner, make a single crochet in the space and one in the next corner chain stitch. Continue making single crochets along the neckline and I will meet you at the front join. Here we will make a decrease stitch. Insert your hook into the last stitch on the one side, pull up a loop, skip over the join, insert your hook into the other side, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Continue making single crochets along the edge until you reach the next corner. Place a single crochet in the last stitch, one in the corner space, and then begin chaining the strap. If you don't want to count your stitches, keep a measuring tape handy and stop when it's the same length as your first strap. In the second stitch from your hook, begin making single crochets along the length of your second strap. When you reach the corner, place a single crochet in the space and in the next stitch. Continue until you get to the join at the back. Here I'm making one more decrease to pull the sides closer together. And then I will slip stitch into the beginning space. You can either tie off your work here or you can keep your yarn attached to make another row along the top edge of your dress. This will give you thicker straps if that's what you'd prefer. You can also add more rows to the bottom of your dress if you would like it a bit longer. Lace the straps at the back of the dress through the spaces between the double crochet clusters. And here you have your Forest Fairy dress. Please do comment down below what colors you've decided to make your dress in and tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your creations. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Until next time, happy creating!